Roll call.
Nancy Rogers.
Sara Suarez,
Alexandra Alonso,
Lourdes Corvo,
Jessica Joseph.
Obaida Luz.
and Dottie Wicks. Okay, the date of this is August, what did you say, August 23rd?
I'll double check for you.
I think that's what you said.
August 26th.
26th. And we have three sponsors: Catholic Hospice, Miami Lakes Restaurant, and with you, Fresh Sendra. I'm going to be giving us money for the bingo. I also have,
I'm sorry, you said bingo and then
excuse me, Miami Lakes.
can you repeat that because I don't have what you have? I printed a copy of you guys of all the sponsors that are confirmed for this, but it's page 5 in your agenda.
Okay, the sponsors will be Catholic Hospice, Miami Lakes Restaurant. There was one other.
Miami Lakes
No,
Restaurant.
Mara.
No, I only have. I never heard of
Well,
that.
that's what, no, mine, it's from
You mean Graham Company?
Graham Company.
Oh, okay.
So Catholic Graham Company, right?
Oh, here.
Company and Chain Medical?
Yeah, just
Okay,
confirm.
yeah. These three are compartments. Also, one of
But you said Fred
But
Sandra.
they're
Fred,
coordinated.
he's gonna be a judge and he is gonna give us a sponsorship.
Okay, does he have the sponsorship package?
I don't know, I'll find out.
Okay, because what we don't want is him to send in an amount that doesn't correspond to any level so that we can acknowledge him properly.
So far, all of the judges are gonna give me money, but I'll give them a package, form to fill out.
Right,
So
but
that's-
have him look at the form. If you want, I can email it to him as well so that he knows what's included in each level.
Okay.
Just because they're a sponsor doesn't mean that they're judges. Right? It
No,
goes with
no,
the
no,
package.
no, I know. I was just trying to have the judges be a part of it by giving us sponsorship money.
Right, but what I want to be very clear about is not all sponsorship levels include the opportunity to judge. I'm not saying that.
Oh, no.
So that's why I would like for him or any sponsor to look at the sponsorship.
They don't
package.
have to give you money, right? A judge does not, if he's
The
participating,
judges are only, the judge position is only open to sponsors.
oh,
No.
No.
Which level though? I know.
Who said that?
Exactly, it's not for all levels.
Yeah, that's the confusion, which is the level that they're
I've
able.
never heard that before.
I had not either. Yeah.
I never heard
We
that.
didn't do that last year.
Yes, that's how it was.
Yeah,
done last year.
yes.
The ones that were
We
judges were
made-
the sponsors.
We did, but it wasn't like it was a rule. We agreed to have those judges, but it was not a rule. There's
I'm
a
not
difference.
sure, I would have to go back to a bunch of honestly messages, I don't know.
No.
But the sponsorship package has already been posted and that's part of the sponsorship package. The sponsorship package is something that we internally do. I know that it's always, you guys can always get feedback, but at this point it's been published and I believe I shared it with you guys via email as well.
So if you sponsor a certain X amount of dollars, you can judge also?
Correct, like that's part of the benefit to being a sponsor.
But
For certain levels.
That's the only, let me understand, only sponsors can be a judge.
Correct, like it's, the opportunity is open to them.
But
If
it's an
they
opportunity,
decide not
calling
to-
it an opportunity. Is it a rule that if you are a judge, you could be a sponsor? You have. But if
You have
you're
to be
not,
one.
but if you're not a sponsor, you can't be a judge. That's what I'm understanding.
If you are a
have to-
certain sponsor level, then you can be a judge if you choose to be.
Oh my
yes.
gosh, that's.
We
putting
may
a
not
lot
have,
of
depending on what the
pressure on
level
people.
is, we may have no judges and.
You do have
Yes.
judges already.
Okay.
Based on what you
Clarify.
confirm.
I have the sponsorship package here. Because I requested it to share it. If you are a title sponsor, which is $1,000 level, there's 3 levels. You get to be a judge. Okay. If you're a gold sponsor, which is $600, okay, it's the second level. You get to be a judge. If you are a bronze sponsor at the $300 level, you don't get to be a judge.
So you have to be more than 300. So you have to be.
Correct. It's either
600
title
or above. You have to be
Right.
600 or
It's
above.
either title or.
And I probably won't have. Title or goals?
You
Okay.
do because you already have confirmation.
From who?
Okay, so I brought you guys copies of.
I
who
did,
has-
but I didn't know that they were giving money. The only ones I knew that were the ones that told me that they were giving $100.
So you guys should know this because at your last meeting, I printed a copy of who's giving you guys dollars and for what amount and for what event. So this is kind of the same copy, page number 5 is the same copy, except I took out all the other events. This is specifically just for August 26th.
But according to this, then we only have 2 judges.
Correct.
So we do not have 3 judges and we need 3.
So I think was it 3 or 4 last
We
year?
had
3.
4.
So we can discuss now how many judges you want to max it at.
Two women and 2 men.
So I have a potential sponsor, Amavita. Dr. Perez is very well known. He's a cardiologist in Miami. They're sponsoring the $600 level. So maybe someone from his company can be a judge if they want to accept that.
Yeah, just have them, do they have the package?
They have the
Okay.
package, they're gonna send me their logo, everything, which I was gonna connect you today with
Okay, great.
their representative.
So they
Yeah,
have,
so that would be a third one for you then.
they have only 2 sponsors and 2 judges?
Not right, wait a minute. Right here, it says that these, I didn't know that if they're sponsoring, they automatically made them a judge.
It's not automatic.
No. All right,
It's
then.
depending on the sponsor level. And if they also want to, right, we give them the opportunity. Hey, Chen, you are came in at this, are you gonna be judging? They still have to confirm, but we open it to them versus before we open it to anybody else that you guys may want.
So the grant company's gonna be one, because they're 800.
Oh, right, they have to confirm. Like last year, the grant companies had the opportunity, but they didn't take it.
We asked them to last year.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and they
We didn't know it
take
was an opportunity. We just asked them because they had been so generous with their donation.
So we don't know for this year if they're gonna.
We still need their confirmations on whether they're gonna be judges or not,
And
for
Chen-
10 or for grant companies.
I'm
Correct.
trying to.
I have a question, Tony. Okay. You mentioned that we had 3 sponsors, but you mentioned 4, so I want to confirm.
None of mine are gonna be able to do it. 'cause they're
Kat,
only
I'm not
getting-
talking about
Okay.
judges. I'm going back to sponsors. Kath, something, Kath.
You have the
Hospital.
confirmed list. I gave you guys a copy of the confirmed list.
It's on page 5.
And page 5.
It's Jen, Catholic
Okay,
Hospice
okay.
and Green Cross.
But you're mentioning 3 and I'm seeing 4. Catholic Hospital, Fred Senra,
No,
Grahams
Fred is not gonna, I
and
don't
Chen.
think he's gonna be one. I'll have to ask.
yeah, but you're talking about judge. I'm only asking about sponsors. You're
Exactly,
saying
he's
3
not a confirmed
sponsors
sponsor.
and we have 4, but he's not a confirmed.
No,
That's-
Dottie, I guess, has been working on confirming him, and that's why she mentioned him.
Okay,
And
okay.
so did, Justin.
I don't mind, no, I think. Pedro said he was gonna be out of town,
I'll call him tomorrow.
but, he offered to give us 300. He didn't offer to give more than.
He
that.
can give 300 and still
Could
be
be
a
a judge?
sponsor.
A sponsor,
Yeah.
but not a judge.
I'm not a judge.
Now, I will mention to you guys, let's say we get sponsors confirmed and we don't have enough to fill in the judges seat. At that point, the committee can decide to appoint certain people as judges, right? Because you still need the judges. It's just not given to the 300 right away.
Okay.
That's part of, one of the benefits for paying a little more.
Because Fred was a sponsor last year and he
He
was. a
sponsored
judge.
all year.
was
for
a
us.
judge.
He wasn't a judge.
Or
He was.
Yeah, he was a judge last year.
Last year he was.
Yeah, yes, he was a judge.
He
last
was.
year.
remember that, and then the grant companies didn't take the opportunity, they weren't able to attend the event, that's what.
Yeah, pero Freddy was.
Okay, so,
So, just, I wanna recap. I understand that there's 1,700 that are confirmed. You think you're gonna get 600 from Dr. Perez?
Yeah,
What
Okay,
company is that, I'm sorry?
Amavita, so AMAVITA.
so that would take us to 2,300, correct? And you, Dottie, think that you can get Fred for 300? I'm just trying to
he
figure out what
usually
our
gives,
budget is.
that's what he usually gives us 300.
Okay, so. if
So,
we do
but
Fred-
I don't know for sure. I have them.
Let's get him to be a judge, get him to do fine.
No,
You
you
wanna
have
talk
to
to
do-
him? Okay.
So you have to do 6?
About 600, yes, sorry, because last year it was 500.
Yes, right, so.
So the meaning
let's
to be a
just
judge has to be.
Sake of
600.
argument. Then we have 2,600. And then do you have any, you said you might have $100 sponsors, Dottie?
Yeah, two of the judges that I was asking said they would give me $100 each. So. They
Because
came to
they- because
me
they
because
can't
they
be
wanted
judges.
to be a part of it. I didn't. One of them I'd never met. She's kind of new.
But if she's only given $300.
Her name is
she
Norma
can't be
Lorenzo.
judged.
She's new.
Oh, she's an attorney.
Norma Lorenzo. She
Yeah.
approached me at the last thing we had. Oh, when I went to one of those, you're from Vienna?
She's.
Oh, you're from Vienna. Okay, I know.
She has her own practice.
Mhm, yeah. Well, we'll get her some,
She can do door prize. She can do custom winning prizes
you know.
and then
I
give
don't
them
know,
name
did we have
recognition.
prizes before?
You guys, I think last year
Flowers.
confirmed, one of you confirmed a gift voucher for the winner, like a restaurant or
Right.
something.
We had,
That was.
we had the flowers for the winner
Mhm.
and the gift. They gave them one was, I think, $100 or $75, and the other one was the other.
A credit to a restaurant, right?
Yeah, to a restaurant.
That one of you confirmed. Now, you'll notice in the package, it says sponsorships are customizable, so as Jessica mentioned, we can work with any other donor and maybe just recognize them in a different way without taking away from the sponsors that are paying these amounts.
Right.
How much are we short?
So if they don't meet the amount, like I know one of you just mentioned that somebody can donate 100, we can figure out a way to honor them. Where it's not that they're not gonna get all the benefits of, the other sponsors, but we'll acknowledge them some way or another throughout the event.
Yeah, we always do.
Yeah.
Like when we gave something, yeah, they come up and they were the ones that actually
Gave the gifts out and.
like said, this,
Yeah.
they win.
They just won't
flowers
get
and
the
this,
full,
And thank you to so-and-so, and they're giving you $100 gift card or whatever it was.
Mention the name, yeah.
yeah, they'll be acknowledged somehow. It
Yeah.
just won't be in this, exactly, we can't give them everything else that
Right.
other sponsors are getting.
Right,
Who's the other person? You said two people or a couple?
That lady, like
The immigration lawyer.
Norma,
that's Norma.
She was gonna give us something.
Okay, so she was the only one that you mentioned?
There was another one, but I know she won't give any more. Rosa Barros, I don't know if you know Rosa. Maybe Pedro can convince her to.
Yeah, she's part of the Miami Lakes Chamber. She's with,
Yeah.
How
something
much are we
therapy.
short? That's what I'm saying.
Rosa.
So you know,
Okay.
you can.
And
so
Tom,
this is,
Tom Fabrizio too said he would like, he the head, the chamber told me he wouldn't mind. He didn't mention amount, so I'll get Pedro knows him well. I'll get
Pedro knows
Pedro to talk to
Yeah.
him. But he can be a joint. Can be a sponsor? I don't know. No, he can't, you're saying? No, I don't know.
He, elected officials can like sponsor events as long as they are not running for an election. If they're already in a position, then it's fine.
He's already.
Okay, so they
can. Okay, that's the one to make sure.
okay, so according to this, it's $3,080 for the food. Plus 125. For the setup and microphone. But that does not include tip. That does not have-
Further down, I think it.
Yeah, it says 182 for the service charge.
I think it was 800 something, so, no?
At the
No.
bottom,
Yeah, at the bottom. It's like
at the bottom, it
130.
shows you the total, including the service charge. Page 8, sorry.
Not going on, okay, so pay 8,
There we go.
800, 24%, yes,
Okay, so our total is then
192.
5,000, and we only have. Right now,
1700.
no, but we're gonna get the 600 and we're gonna get the 300 from Fred, I'm calculating.
Kyle,
Yes,
is there any way that you can waive that room rental? I mean, we're using it all the time.
we can request it, but at this point,
They signed a contract.
Yeah,
We're not gonna wear it.
we've already
That
signed
was negotiated.
And I will tell you that as far as, at least as far as they tell us, the price that they give us on per plate is cheaper than what their standard is what I think.
28 per person.
We had to pay a deposit to get the date covered. So you guys don't owe right now 5,243. You owe less.
Right. I know, but when we're calculating our budget, we
Yes,
need to
yes.
know exactly how much you
That
want.
is the total, so it's done, correct.
Okay.
So
Right, but I just want you to know that it's been taken, the deposit has already been taken from your budget.
All right, so it's
So let's see what.
5,243. 24.
We got,
minus-
we have 2,600. 17 plus that we
No, I
know.
was gonna do the 2,600 because,
2,600, that's what we have.
yeah, the 26 minus the 2,600 equals. I just did that wrong. I don't know what I just did. I like breaking it up there.
So we need 2,643.40.
Yeah, we need, you're right.
2,643.40 for our budget.
2006, and then what was it that we have in there right now? In our budget?
Budget line.
So that goes under your senior socials, and right now you guys have an available balance of $5,387.60.
Okay, so we have
We have
enough.
enough money. We have enough.
And $2,002.50 was the deposit that was given, so you don't owe, again, right now you don't.
Yeah, I mean, but that,
Yeah.
let's say that, oh, we've already paid 2,000, so that's already
forward.
been taken out?
Yeah,
Has
so
that
it's
not been
5,000,
reconciled?
so it's $5,243 minus 2,002. I'm just showing you the final bill so you guys know what it's cost. But we had to give a $2,002 deposit, which has been given and it has already been taken away from your budget.
But our total for the bill is
Five.
5,000.
Yeah.
Right, so the 2,000 that we've already given, has that been taken out of the number you
Correct.
just gave us?
Yes,
They've reconciled, they're not a month and a
yes,
half
this was
behind.
paid 2 months ago. It's
Oh.
already there.
So we have enough money
On the line, yeah.
on the line.
Do we have any other socials before the cutoff date?
No, right now, you guys, as of
That's
right now, you guys haven't discussed one for this fiscal year. You had them
We
for
start in
November and
October.
December.
We usually start in October for Halloween.
Exactly. So what's been charged to that line item so far was the holidays that for 2022, ending on 20.
Okay, so we need a crown for the guy.
That's- Well, that was one of my questions. We give him a crown, I mean,
You gotta give him something,
no, that's what I was asking, them that.
or
But I'm just saying, is he gonna be comfortable having a crown with that?
that was the end of my
Okay.
sentence.
Maybe, there's
Maybe,
something for a man when we look for the,
if
what do
I
you-
may bring it up,
Right.
instead of a crown, like I said. Perhaps, and depending upon what they cost for the woman as well, maybe if sashes are cheaper than crowns, if, I don't know how much money you're crunching here, she's saying you got enough, whatever. But the point is, if you want to go cheaper, you can do it on both and give
we had both last
a
year.
sash to each one and skip the crown. Some women have hairstyles, they don't want a crown on their head. So I think for safety's sake, as far as money and preference, a sash might be better for both, and then this way you include the man.
Okay, there it is.
We have the crown from last year for the women.
She's got it. Mhm.
Yeah, we still have that, so we don't have to pay that. Now, because she gave it back to us, right, the crown?
I heard that,
Did she keep it?
I heard
Did
she
Missy
kept
get
it.
Did she?
Well, she was in the parade and she didn't have it on her. I don't know,
I didn't request.
So then you don't have, right now, you don't have a woman's crown.
That's how much is the crown? How much
It
is
was, I bought it. I bought it, how much, so, it was like $16.
Oh, my gosh.
Okay. We
Why
bought
not?
it at cheap.
Okay.
Place down, did it on the party place.
Okay.
Like, everybody knows it, that place, Chen's, it's called Chen's.
Parties like.
Yeah, yeah, Chen's Party. And I bought it and it was like $16. Now, I didn't see a man's crown, but I wasn't looking. I'm willing to go
And check for.
and what is this now? The
26.
Alright, I can do it. I can go and I can look and see about getting that. The sashes were made by, what's his name? Tito, what's his,
Half a million?
yeah,
Oh, he makes sense.
didn't he make those for us
No.
last year? Who made the sash?
I have no idea.
Yeah, I think
I
it was,
think you brought one, you brought it.
no, I
so.
think he made it. I think
I will contact him.
that's some of yours, right? Isn't that? his name?
No,
Yeah.
he made
Tico.
posters.
I see,
Tico, Tico.
He made.
I
He
think
made
he
posters for us, but he didn't make a sash. for
I
us.
think he did. Yeah, see the crown
Well,
even for the
it's
guy on Amazon. Look at it. $22, $23.
You know, and I just realized that men do get crowns. They look more like a king's crown.
That's what she's looking at.
As, yeah, okay, because as long as the two match, that type of
That's
thing,
fine.
yeah.
Right,
How much is that?
$20 on Amazon.
Yeah.
No brainer.
Thank you.
right, so,
Amazon too.
No brainer.
so we can do, the king and the pen, but I can swear,
I'll call him tomorrow and find out.
find out to see who did the sash from last year, but I
Okay.
think it was Tico.
Okay, I'll call him tomorrow.
And then if you want, I can do the flowers again this
I
year.
was gonna say I had you down for the flowers for the table.
So
You didn't mind. Or
I don't
whatever the
mind.
centerpiece is you want.
No, we didn't. We gave them the presentation bouquet. I made the presentation.
Oh, okay.
Hold on a minute, hold on a minute.
Nancy,
The,
just a minute.
No
okay?
question.
She's still talking.
Yeah.
Finish, go ahead and finish.
So what I was thinking is the ones we gave to the women were, we gave the one that won got 2 dozen roses. And the other ones got 1 dozen roses. That was the presentation bouquet. Now, for men, I don't think they should be roses because roses is very more, not as masculine.
Yeah.
So I was thinking of doing like a tropical one, like, bird of paradise type of
Bananas.
one.
Is that gonna be the part of the good one?
No, that would be, that would be the presentation.
Okay. And Sarah, you had something. to say.
No, we don't need centerpiece. No,
No, that's why, well, you had said something. Yeah. So I think, Nancy.
okay, she didn't get to, I'm gonna ask the question. How's corporate centerpieces as part of the setup?
Right, yeah.
So because she didn't get to finish the sentence. That's what you were thinking of, that the house is already providing the centerpieces. Okay, that's the only point I wanted to make. That I saw that earlier, okay.
So that's what we're gonna do on the
So-
26th.
Mhm.
I think I'm gonna be busy that day.
No, you're not.
So,
You're gonna help me chicken.
You know how I feel about this thing.
oh, that's a good
You're gonna help with registration.
A scepter, yeah.
I can't.
Alexander has a very good idea. We can give the guys a scepter.
It's like one of those, instead of doing flowers, like.
I like that better.
One of those,
I like that better.
the formal word is called
Oh,
a
yeah.
scepter, but.
Right. Do we give each guy a scepter or just the winner?
Just the one.
Just the winner.
Yeah, what do we give the other 2 guys?
We'll see you next year.
No, because we gave the,
You think of it and bring it up at the meeting.
Oh,
We can't vote on it now anyway.
I mean, if we like the idea, whoever's in charge of going to
But you
buy.
shouldn't get the same as
Two
them.
for $21. Yeah,
but
but I think it should be for the winner.
I think the woman should get a crown,
we should
and
give
the
them
guy a scepter or a crown.
Without, they can't
Yeah, no.
scepter without, yeah,
the winner.
just a winner.
Just the winner.
I like buying the guys stuff.
Never seen a woman hand to the scepter.
Alexander, do you wanna pick the guy stuff and I'll do the girl? Sure. Okay,
Okay.
we're not voting, but we're just
Discussing.
discussing, and I think that.
Okay,
Finding really good stuff. We'll see, you're gonna get the.
I think, I don't know how you all feel, but I think Rudy did a fantastic job and I want to contact him and ask him to do it again. Or I think I tried to get him and I told him to call you. He was like in the middle of something.
Yeah.
He had.
And
I'll
he
call
does
him then.
what?
I'll call him. Rudy, he's the one that, yeah.
He was great.
He was great, everybody
was
was.
But I still don't know what he did, that's what I'm.
He
He was the announcer, he did all the.
He was the MC.
Okay.
He was the MC.
And the music, I asked Joe to put it on his calendar, so if we're gonna vote.
I sent him an email and he said he's available.
Okay, so we can vote on that.
How much is Joe?
I gave you guys, I don't have an invoice. I asked him to send it. He hasn't sent it. I gave you guys on page 4 your expenses for last.
600. That's what you like. It was 600.
Are we expecting 125 people?
This is for 110.
Well, now that you're
Okay.
going to include a man, you might.
I think last year you guys were pretty young.
Like 100,
I don't know, like you guys had a good amount of people there. Like it was pretty full.
It was pretty.
I think it was 100. And it was 100 last year.
I think it was 100.
That's what we booked for last year.
Yeah.
I thought there were 2.
No, but.
I think the judges moved from their table to then go eat. They weren't at their tables the entire time. And like we had a space for the MC, although he wasn't sitting most of the time, and then we had a space for the DJ as well.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
When are we doing the cutoff for the people to attend?
Like signing up.
To attend the
So
function?
right now it's on Eventbrite. That's how we did it last year. And if whoever signed up and when, the way we do it with the bingos is whenever we get to that number, whatever the number is. Right now we have it set up the same way. Whatever comes first, whether you fill it up or 2 days before the event.
Okay.
Right now I can tell you, you guys are nowhere near.
Last year, though, we only had Miami residents there. We didn't have, it wasn't open to,
I can go back and double check about this.
I'm almost positive it was because
I was at the table and
Yeah.
we asked for it.
they had to have ID. It has to be residents only.
So
Well, I would think so based on the title.
Well, I think you're talking about the ones, the contestants. She's saying about who
People
attended.
attend. The people
Like the
that
people
attend.
that are just attending the event.
Yes, Lourdes.
That gets.
So if 2 days before the event, can we and we're not even close to that number, can we reduce how many people we are paying for at Shula's?
We are already contracted at that number. So they let you go above, but they don't let you go lower.
So I think you'll have, they're looking to get out. I seen a lady, I was up there this morning and when are we gonna get doing some more things? And it's coming, it's coming. And you told me the bingo, this is our last bingo here, right?
Yes.
We go back over to Roberto Alonso, so that figures.
Last year, you guys sold out on Eventbrite for this event. Yeah.
It was food, it was table.
You guys had 100, we had the contract confirmed at 100 and 111 people signed up online.
How many applicants have you had?
Can we have
0.
One of the,
less?
that volunteer, was in it last year. She wants to be in. I just need to get the paperwork for her to sign up.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
I don't want to be negative, Nancy, but I'm gonna bring it up, is that we're quite impressed with the fact that we had full house last year because it was new. There's a possibility there might be a few people that are gonna hang back and not go at all. Because they've already been there, done that, and it wasn't what they expected, or they weren't happy, whatever the case may be. We're basing that number on it being new last year. And I just wouldn't want to expect a greater crowd. So like Isle said, either we get the full amount or we close it or whatever, but we're gonna have to keep an eye on that figure.
I
little
don't think
closer
we're gonna
this
have to
year.
worry. They're
You know?
anxious to get out. It's a free meal and it's entertainment. I don't think we're gonna have a problem.
That's
with that.
fine,
I really don't.
that's fine.
I agree.
Well, why don't we advertise it like we did last year? Plus, I'm gonna share the information with my village
But
chamber
that
and
should be
people.
discussed now, over here
Yeah.
to
So let's do. what
So,
we said.
Totally
in terms
forget
of-
that possibility.
In terms of promotion, I can tell you that the promotion for the event has already gone out. Obviously, as you guys know, some of the seniors aren't really active on social media. However, we still do that there because when we have to recognize the sponsors and two, some are. So I would ask you guys, I think last year, a few of you went around, so the expense that you see here that says Maxi graphics posters for $50. We had Pico design some, not design, just like print them out in nice paper, cardboard, whatever you wanna call it, and we used those. A few of you went around to a couple stores that you know the seniors frequented and asked them if we could put them up. Again, that was an expense, but it may or may have not helped to get the word out there to some seniors. So that's just something to consider.
The possibility of getting it put in the Laker before the event
The
rather
info
than
was-
after
I'm
the
going to
event.
mention it, bingo
Info was
next week.
sent out to them a couple weeks back.
You're gonna mention it to whom?
Only Miami Lakes residents come to the bingo on in town hall. I'm gonna mention it to them.
Now, last year, from what I'm seeing here on the Eventbrite. We did not. I think at first you guys might have said only Miami Lakes residents. But I think in order to fill it, you guys ended up opening it up to all seniors, or just everybody, because some people are not seniors and want to come see their family, and they may not reside here, and they may not be seniors.
If I recall, we said if a contestant has family that wants to come, all their family were allowed
That's
to
right.
come.
I remember that.
So if they wanted to bring 10 people, we didn't care whether they were residents or not, because
They were
they
supporting
were,
the.
right. And in fact, we even had tables set up.
We reserved for those, yeah, for the sponsors, and if they brought the guests,
No, we also reserved for the
contestants.
contestants,
Yeah.
because the one that won, her son was there and.
But you guys-
There was a few.
So
people for
what
her.
we did there is we made sure that they had the tables in the front. But I'm telling you that from Eventbrite, the ones who signed up to go, it says everyone of all ages is welcome to come out and support. It just says attendees must register to secure a seat. This is from Eventbrite last year.
It is what it is.
I mean, we can change it this year. You guys don't have to stick to that, but if some of you are concerned, which is what I'm hearing, that you're not gonna fill the room, it doesn't make sense to limit it. Unless you think that you will be able to fill it.
I say don't limit it to residents, whatever, just put it out
We,
there.
what we
Put it
did
on the
limit
table.
was obviously the contestants.
Yeah,
So
Has
does
a big
anybody have anybody that they know? You haven't.
I'll share it. I mean, I'll promote it. Do we have like the posters ready?
We don't
Okay,
have the, so we don't have the nice posters that we printed last year, we have not requested that print job. That's something that if the committee wants to do, we have to agree on because it's a cost. But we do have like simple flyers that I can print and give you guys. I shared it digitally, but I can print them as well if you guys need them.
Also at Shula's, they're doing all the early morning classes already. And they're all older seniors, you know, are going to the morning classes. I
So
can.
I was at Mary Collins this morning and they have all the classes. But that's residents and non-residents. They don't, distribute it. I mean, they don't make it one way or the other. Anybody can go to them.
Yeah, and then print the flyers and share it at the next bingo luncheon.
Right, that's what she said. That's what but here, it's all Miami Lakes residents. When we're at this place, it's only Miami Lakes residents. We go back over to Roberto Alonso, then we open it up. And the only reason why I said Miami Lakes, this is a costly meal for us. You know, that's why opening it up to everybody, it's just a thought out there.
And it's for you guys to.
Yeah.
You know what, if we're announcing it to the residents in Miami Lakes that are coming to the bingo, those we know. And say, listen, you need to register now before it books. And you just have to tell them.
See, Sandra, Betty, as you leave.
Yeah,
I
that's what
will.
you have to, that's what you have to
Yeah,
say.
I'm gonna be fine in and I'm gonna say, listen, if you're interested in this, go over there and register right now.
And
Yes, at the bingo,
At
that's
the
the
bingo.
idea, they need to register.
So, if you have something I can give them to them.
Yeah, I can print the flyers.
Give me a few of those so they can take it home with them.
Now, something again for you guys there, I think the posters are a great idea because you guys place them in certain areas that were probably visible to some seniors that you guys may not know or you may have missed. So that's something to think about.
I don't have a problem with it.
We can't vote on it here, but we've got time at the meeting.
Yeah, that's something for you guys to think about, or if you have any other idea for advertising that would be a cost, just bring that to the meeting.
I have to run, but this would get some posters, I can help promote the event. I also have a really good relationship with Vicky Bakery, and they'll let me put some posters in the bakery.
Okay. Got that right. All right, thank you.
Great, thank you.
Yeah, I hope you win.
Thank you.
Whatever you need.
No let me down. Si no tienen un cambio, va a caer en ti.
No pressure.
Scepter.
Sectors, matching.
And I came.
Don't do it.
Right,
Say,
We can
yeah,
afford
we
it.
should do,
I'm gonna print flyers and just leave them at the front desk, you guys can pick them up, you know, at your leisure, I'll leave them up.
And maybe we can bring the poster, like you said, that it was only $50. We can ask people on that.
Huh?
Do we have to vote on that?
Cost, I mean,
We have to vote.
that's, we're going back to
Got it.
the committee, not, committee needs to be aware of that.
Put it there, we'll definitely vote, and then it'll pass, and so.
What I can do is request a quote.
Yes, yeah, that is not, yeah, that would help. That's been-
how much do how much does a poster cost? And what do we spend on the poster?
Depends on the size.
What I can tell you,
Well, how
I
much did
spent
we
last
spend
year,
last
I don't know, it's per, but
You know how many?
yeah. I'll
Well,
put it
we
up.
really need to talk about that then too. We'll talk about how many and what it's gonna cost.
Yeah,
have to do
so
that
it was
for sure.
500 last year for a total
I'm
of,
sorry.
we did 25 in Spanish and 25 in English.
And what was the price?
It was a total of $50.
Oh,
So pretty much $1 each, but
And how many books did I put?
25 Spanish and 25 English.
Oh, okay.
nothing.
Enough.
Okay, I thought we were talking hundreds of dollars
No,
or
no.
whatever. All right, then.
This is good.
Yeah.
I'll just put it.
Well, they were more like flyers, more like.
Those were a little more
paper, or
sturdy.
were they?
No, they were a
They're
little
like
more sturdy.
cardstock.
A little more sturdy, got it. That's still a fantastic price.
Like paper ones I can print for you guys. free, Yeah.
Do that, and I'll give them out on Wednesday.
I can't do it for you now because I printed one working for tomorrow, by end of the day I'll have some. But I'll have them at the front desk just in case anybody wants to print it tomorrow.
Go to like, time, right? That's gonna say, well.
And are we allowed, are we allowed those paper ones at the desk if we grab a handful of them? And we go to various.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Businesses and whatever, and stick them in our cars and that type of thing.
Yeah.
In the car windows, okay.
It's just, those aren't
Checking out what
great.
we can do.
Those aren't great because they're not gonna last. That's why we did those.
Yeah, I understand that, but if
But if
somebody
you just wanna leave them at somebody, yes.
sticks it up on a shady window where it's not gonna fade. They know what they can do.
Our contestants, but
That's
prizes, all right,
done.
so prizes. Do you think, Dottie, you're the expert, I hate asking for money. At asking the restaurants to give us like some gift cards for the winners?
I think I can do that. I'll get Pedro to do it for me. They're giving us for every luncheon, well, the one coming up, I think, is the lunch, this one now, Sergio's.
Yeah.
That $300, I mean, the whole lunch is free, so we don't have to worry about anything coming down of our budget for that. So, and then the next one. In September, I thought everything, he was gonna pay for everything, but at that time we were budgeting for him. We were telling him you only had like 75 people. Telling me he's gonna need over 120. Yeah, he may back out. I don't know, we gotta talk to him.
Or maybe you just make you pay the difference.
Yeah, he might do that, and then we'll just get somebody else onto with him.
You guys, that brings up a good point. I sent you guys an email today when you guys have a chance to look at it. Because you had a new sponsor confirmed for like 5 things. Including 2 for next fiscal year.
Is that the signal one?
Is that a Signa that you said? Signa?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it was the-
Oh,
yeah. I believe it's 3 this fiscal year and 2 next.
Yeah, it was a few days, so you put, yeah.
well, then they can help us. They're sponsoring.
Certain bingos, yes.
Certain fees.
Okay,
For
well,
next-
we've only
And
got,
they come in at 500 once we move back to Roberto.
Yeah, you like 26, September.
We only got,
27,
after this next one, we
October.
got 2 left, so.
Yeah, they're doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bingo.
Yeah, until December 6th, yeah, July 26,
Okay.
$500
September 27, August
With the exception
25,
of the July.
November
Yeah,
and
let's do
December.
November.
Right, because it's the smaller crowd.
Is it per bingo, 500 or-
It's 500.
500 per bingo. Because remember, it's really good. Up to 500.
That is good.
This is good.
So yeah,
That helps.
we should be able to get some restaurants.
Yeah, she's done it.
I think we can.
Yeah, I sent it to all of you today.
There's like a new one that opened, right? I don't go to restaurants that often, so I apologize. Isn't there a new one that just opened?
There's always something.
There's one on the,
There's one on Main Street that's pretty new.
yeah, I'm
Right.
going there's,
That's what I was
It's the Amazonia.
The one on Main Street.
I can't think of the name.
Yeah, Amazonia.
I don't.
But what's that?
just
Burberry
remember going-
Inn?
Oh, I know one restaurant.
Aliosa, which we use them already for the lunch.
But there's another one, it started,
That's not Mexican, right?
I think I was going there Friday. The Garden Club's going there for lunch. So I'll, talk to them. Like,
$100 gift card for them. Doesn't mean that they're gonna spend $100. And they get it to write it off.
That's an in-kind donation.
It's an in-kind donation, and the truth is. they'll
anybody
probably
that knows
spend
somebody that
25.
might do it, please ask them, and, see
How
how
that
that
is.
is.
Flyers would help,
Well, you're asking her.
because they're gonna ask a lot of questions or whatever, yeah.
I'm gonna share it with the Miami Lakes Chamber, so there's a lot of businesses that are on there, so I'm gonna ask for sponsors, in kinds and contestants, because you know, they have.
Moms and
Yeah,
So those are the 3 keys, and I'll talk to Fred tomorrow. So.
okay.
And something that I'll add is if you guys. If you're on track to confirm more sponsors this time around than last year. That's an opportunity for the committee to think about ways to elevate the event. Whether it be gifts, prizes, the look and feel of the event,
Yeah.
buddies. Something for you guys to think about. If any of you have any ideas. Oh, there's a business that has the marquee letters. And they said, as of right now, they're available to donate the letters for us. That's saying something around Mr. and Mrs. Dates.
I'm sorry, what letter?
The
Light, the
light
light.
letters,
Is it lighted or
Yeah.
balloons?
it's with the lights.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, you gave me, I talked to her.
Okay, yeah,
I
yeah.
talked to her, but she was busy with us. She was at a party with, and I said, well,
Oh,
we'll
okay.
get back together. I have her in my phone.
Okay, yeah, she said that, she doesn't have all the letters to spell that out specifically, but she said that she's gonna work on seeing what she can mix and match for us, and she'll donate it for free. Just
That's
so,
wonderful.
again, it's just elevating the event, making it look back.
And of course, we work and they may have a grandchild that's having a birthday. Somebody in the family is having a birthday and they wanna, they see the good work. She said have some cards we can pass
Yeah.
out if she wants. them. Yeah.
That's a great idea.
Sort of like MR/MS. And then MLKA.
That's hard, that's hard, I don't know. It will take up a lot of space, I think, yeah, she would have to think of that.
Yeah.
But she has like small ones too that she can play with, so.
That's one M and the S, yeah.
Yeah, they told me they were in via email. She was just trying to figure out what the designs gonna be.
No, that's great.
I like this.
Yeah, so the runway, it's gonna be the same center bio.
As of right now, I'll put on the contract. If you guys want to change anything, just let us know.
No, I don't feel like it. I think.
Oh, yeah,
I
that's great.
really thought it was good the way they did it.
Yeah, yeah. Last year, one.
So are we looking at like 5 judges?
No.
No, how many do you want?
You guys, I think you guys had 4 last year.
2 and 2, right? Two
There
ladies
were 2
and 2
ladies
men.
and 2 men.
Yeah, yeah, we were one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. we were one.
And Fred was one,
Fred was one.
and there was another gentleman, I can't think of his
I
name.
don't remember.
There was a young lady. There was,
Victoria from Chen, wasn't it
And-
Victoria?
Yeah.
and.
And I got her.
Marilyn.
No, but she wasn't a judge.
No, she just
She
came,
just went up
She
at the end,
came
at the
end.
end.
Help
She
out.
went up at the end.
I don't think she was a judge.
No, she wasn't.
It was, I think it was Care Plus. It was Care Plus.
Oh, a guy, right? Yeah, yes.
Yeah, it was
Because
a
it was
girl and a
two
guy.
Two guys you took.
Care Plus.
Yeah, I think she was purple, so you see.
Right, online, everywhere.
Pictures, yeah.
I know, I was trying to.
That was last year. Shouldn't we have at least five?
Care Plus.
Care Plus.
Care Plus.
Maybe four.
Oh, look,
Maybe four, maybe two.
Oh, okay.
Maybe four.
It was a guy and a girl.
But when I, that's what I was gonna ask.
It's a girl.
Yeah.
It's a girl.
Because if you got two on each side, you need the extra person to break the tie.
Get Fred to be the tiebreaker.
Well, I gotta find out first.
Well, there's no tie, even if it's 3 or 4, because it's a point system. It's not a first, second, third kind of thing. It's not a ranking. It's they give points for the dress, for whatever they say, and for the time.
for the talent.
So we did like a scorecard, and they put in their individual numbers for each.
Do we still have that scorecard, so we can just
Yeah.
run it again this year?
Yeah.
I don't even remember how.
Yeah, it's because there was a scorecard that we gave each of them. This one was.
Yeah, Beatrice, yes, okay.
You found the picture?
Yeah, we.
So we had 4?
Yeah, we have
Four
4.
last year.
Yeah, we did.
2 men and 2 women.
No, it was 3 women in it.
Yeah.
Fred was the only guy.
3 women then?
Yeah.
The other
Fred was
one
the
had
only
a
guy.
guy, but he's not the one that actually judged. He was just at the table.
She got a picture of the two.
Who was this lady with the glasses?
She's.
Victoria, oh my God. that's not what I-
From where?
Yeah, that's her.
Alright, so we have that, we have to.
So then 4, remember where I was actually next meeting.
Yeah.
See how much money we don't.
And I have some samples if you, from the senior, if you want, I don't,
Yeah,
Mr. or Mrs., if anybody wants some, you know, somebody you think, I have some extras here if you wanna.
Add the application.
The applications.
Take it to the chamber.
Because it's remiss that.
I don't have to run out.
It's Mr. M.
I'll take two to the.
Kind of. Yeah, but. Are we, contestants and registration.
We need
I'll do the registration.
The registration is the event rate.
Oh,
But yeah, you
We
guys.
gotta check them, we
We'll
gotta
need
check
a,
them in.
somebody will need a second, that's all.
I'm thinking that.
Alright, so let's, like we did last year, real quick. Who will be checking in? Only you? There should be 2 people, the 2 of you.
Yeah.
So Sarah and Dottie. Do you want me to walk up the people like I did last year?
What do you mean, walk up?
I
She walked the
them up.
judges
I
and the
walked the
sponsors.
judges up, I walked the sponsors up. So that they didn't fall off the stage. You want me to do that?
Were they on the stage or were they just?
They were up, they had to, no, the contestants had to go up the stairs and do.
Oh, the
walk.
contestants, I
Right,
know
up
the
the-
judges were down.
Right.
for-
So I had to
Yeah,
assist some of them up the stairs.
right. I think even if they can't, we should assist them up, like your.
Yeah, okay.
Yes, ma'am.
I want,
Yeah, go ahead.
I'd like to make a comment. Public safety messages which we had. We asked for the stage, you know, with the risers and all that business, and I gotta tell you. In here, in your contract. You're talking about, they went up this stage with the steps. We didn't get steps. So I want to make sure that there is some kind, because we are dealing with elderly. To make it clear that there's the stage, but the steps have some kind of a handle,
Handrail.
handrail.
Now that you
Because-
mentioned that,
I know, because I got a bad knee. getting up and down all those risers wasn't easy. So you have to be specific is what I'm saying.
We can ask them to add that, but that brings up a good point. I asked them if we could do a walkthrough of the area. We can't have all of you go because then it's a budget thing. But if you guys want to appoint one of you as a representative of the affairs, and then that person reports back to the committee, that would be a good.
You go and if I'll go with you, if something happens, you can't go, I can go, because you're gonna be the one,
Okay,
okay?
So the walkthrough right now is set for Tuesday, the 25th, which is next week. At 2:30.
next week.
Next month.
No, the walkthrough, this is just to walk through the area and determine if there's anything you guys wanna add.
July.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I thought you meant to see that it was set up properly.
No, I mean, you guys can do that too, the day before or the morning of, if you wanna get there early, that's fine, but no, this is a walkthrough just so you guys have an idea of the layout. It's just so you're physically there and imagine what it's gonna look like, and if you wanna add anything, delete anything, I don't know.
What time?
What day you say?
Let me see if I can.
Right now, we have it for 2:30, but if you guys wanna change it to later, we can.
What is-
To another date.
Tuesday?
Tuesday, July 25th at 2:30.
Next week. It's like 26, we have the video.
That's just a preliminary date that I set with him. Yes, next week.
You're talking about Elliot?
Correct. I got it.
Sorry. I was told somebody to come and sign a document.
But if it's gonna be you and you're not available, let me know and I'll work with you.
I prefer they join the ship,
Okay.
if they can, because I have nothing scheduled for the 26th right now on my calendar.
Then you can come and help out with me.
You realize
Yeah,
I
if
work
it's
till
a
27 to 10:50 p.m. on Friday, and I
You
was
get
up
richer and richer by every hour you work.
The 26th has to be like the late afternoon because we do have dinner.
And since you're gonna be the one doing it, I think it's best for you. to
Or I could do it on Thursday, if it's easier. I have nothing scheduled for Thursday,
So 26th after bingo or 26th Thursday. So it will only be the orders and she'll report back to them the next meeting.
Okay. If I can't. Dottie,
Okay.
Dottie can't, she'll call, it'll be off.
My inventory.
When's the next meeting?
It's Wednesday,
So what time is it?
26.
Should be fun.
26?
Send her in to rush us out.
The light.
I know.
No, I was gonna tell you it's not, it's only during
I mean,
the.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, so
So,
get out of here.
right, before, you know what.
Haven't seen you in days.
And it's gonna be here
We
too.
need to do it.
I say, you don't need a motion, we didn't have a meeting.
We have a meeting. No, we didn't.
Oh.
We didn't have